How you guys doing?
Hot.
It was good practice. We got a lot of situational work done again, which is something we like to do. We had a really good blitz period, and then we had the 2-minute period. And so that was kind of the plan. And then we'd come out this evening at 7 and go full gear and amp it up a little bit and get them going. So it was good.
Stan McKay wasn't out there?
He's sick. Okay. Yeah, we got a little virus going around, so he's sick.
Keenan Graham changed it to 40?
Because he's playing some fullback.
Yeah.
So he's got to be able to go, he's got to have an eligible number, so he doesn't have to report.
Sure. And then Yesay's going to 15?
He's eventually going to, yeah.
Is there a
He's
reason?
still in 89 because he likes it, because he wore 5 in high school and it's available, and he's, yeah, no big deal.
Goforth is working a little bit at safety.
He has been for about the last 4 or 5 days, yeah.
Did you see anything particular, or is that a depth issue?
No, it's just versatility. You like position versatility, flexibility, and so we move guys around in the secondary. I think it's better if you understand concepts rather than just memorizing your job. So we try to get those guys playing multiple positions. The only two that really haven't had move around much are the 2 starting corners. Other than that, you'll see Tevin play some nickel. Andrews played a little corner. Not extensively, but you like those guys to understand the whole scheme.
Yeah. Dalton's moving around quite a bit as well.
Yeah, Dalton's moved around a little bit. So just you have packages and you try to put guys in a position to take advantage of their skill set.
Will you guys even have a base defense that you'll run a majority of the time, or are you guys just going to be a lot of mixing and matching?
I think I would say our base defense is still a 3-4, but it's a lot of mix and match, and it depends a lot on personnel that the offense has in the game or philosophy of the offense and how we match up. You got to create favorable matchups. But I mean, we're still a 3-4 base defense. If all heck broke loose and we said, okay, what are we going to play? We go right to our 3-4 stuff.
How much is mixing and matching is done with the casting an eye to the Pac-12 this year with kind of all the rodeo offenses that are out there?
I'd say quite a bit. Yeah. And really it starts with Rice because they do a lot. There are a lot of 4-wide stuff and they're moving around a lot. So, and I haven't looked at Nebraska extensively yet, nor our third game Houston, but I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of that. So we have to be flexible. And really, if you wait until the week of the game to start exploring some of those options that are available to you in terms of personnel, it's a little bit too late. So we're trying to do it this week, a little bit last week. We're at that point in our development where we can kind of start doing some of that.
I did some research for you. I think I hear Nebraska's got like a history of big linemen and they run the ball a lot.
They run the ball well, I know that. But right now we're concentrating on ourselves and Rice right now, and trying to move guys around so we can get the right matchups in games.
But even still, I mean, with the most part, you still have to cast an eye towards conference and what you're going to see there.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But I think a lot of the stuff we see, conference-wise, is the same as we'll see in the preseason stuff. I guess you don't call it preseason, but the pre-conference.
Non-conference.
Yeah, non-conference.
How's Fabian impressed you so far adjusting the corner?
He's done some good things. He had a nice play last night, and he looks like he's a lot more natural, and he seems like he's enjoying it. So we're going to continue with that experiment for a while. He can always move back to offense, but he looks like a pretty good player there.
Update on Baca and the other concussion guys?
There's really no update on Jeff. There's really no update on Alberto, and there's really no update on Capella, although Greg seems to be a little bit better. I think they're real frustrated right now.
At what point do they have to be back out here and seriously in practice for you to be considering them for Rice?
That's a hard question for me to answer just because of I'm not as used to working with this age group as some of the other coaches. I know in the NFL, you usually say, hey, if a guy's out there a week, he can go. There's some exceptions where if they're out there a day, a guy like Walter Jones, he could just drive in and play. Jeff being a senior, I think that helps him because he's experienced. I don't think he'd need as much work. But this being a new system, there's work to be done. So I don't know that I can give you a definitive answer on that. I think it's going to be a feel thing for us.
Are you planning on scrimmaging at all before the Rice game?
We'll do a little bit of live, but not a ton. We're not going to have a 100-play scrimmage like we did at the spring game.
Yeah.
But we'll do a little bit of live before Rice, yeah. Not a ton, but enough, that we learn how to finish and, get some live hitting and accept some live hits.
Will that be like segments of practice, or will you have a whole practice?
No, it'll be segments of practice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. Tonight should be fun.